Hey guys, have you seen this person? Or this guy?
Can you smack me lower next time? I'm sorry. Okay, I'll relax.
Or even this guy, have you seen him?
I walk into hell and the devil's like, oh, I'm gonna burn you. So you ain't gonna do shit.
Have you seen me talking to him everywhere, all over the f***ing internet? Well, word is on the street that these people are a big bad influence for all of us, especially those of us who are young and impressionable. Not me, I'm 25. So if the most watched creators are problematic and they're being rewarded for this problematic behavior, by the way, I use the word problematic in an insincere way, generally speaking. This video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Do you like eating food? Me too! Save time with HelloFresh by cooking with foolproof, step-by-step recipes that will be ready in around 30 minutes. Or less. Save money with HelloFresh. In fact, the service can be up to 72% cheaper than dining in at a restaurant or grocery shopping. I always end up spending way too much money and buying way too much stuff and wasting most of it if I ever go to the grocery store. I'm a full-grown baby. There's a bunch of recipes to choose from that are always changing. For example, the Old Bay shrimp and sausage boil made me creamy. I'm just gonna be honest. Plans are flexible. I've used HelloFresh hundreds of times since 2016, and you guys will no doubt enjoy their service as well. And obviously, guys, this is an advertisement placed in my video to support my channel. Click my link in the description or go to HelloFresh.com and use code POGOOMPAUG16. For 16 free meals across 7 boxes and 3 surprise gifts. There's literally no reason not to. That is across 7 boxes, and there's also 3 surprise gifts. Use code POGOOMPAJuly16 or just click the link in the description. I mean, that's a long code. Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring this video. But the people making this content, they are being rewarded for making said content by being pushed forward by the algorithms of all these different social media platforms. Yes, let's watch ishowspeed light his f***ing house on fire for the 750th time. And him just have some random outburst where he says the N-word 10 times. And let's watch Aiden Ross gamble with Drake and rug pull his fucking audience.
Oh, he going all.
And then Andrew Tate say this.
I don't believe in depression.
I've seen it all! And not by searching it. It's been fed to me. I'm like a little baby, and they just keep... They're just letting me suckle the teat of misinformation. Now, all of this content that is being fed to the masses, more specifically young people that are impressionable, is it resulting in poor behavior? Well, Twitter seems to think so, all right? What do I think? I'll let you know at the end, because it's really not that important. By the way, I'm one of these people. I'm making people want to be YouTubers. That's bad. Andrew Tate told me that, and he's right about that. Okay, guys? I'm a bad guy. The entire basis and topic of this video is inspired by a tweet that I saw a few weeks ago on Twitter, and I decided to put this video off. I was gonna make it when I first saw this, but Andrew Tate started blowing up, and I figured he would be a perfect addition into the whole overarching narrative, and I wanna get your guys' thoughts on it. Megazane5 said, "These two people are ruining our future generation of kids." And he also misspelled R. That's our. Are ruining our future generation of kids. The tweet went very viral and this person deleted it. And they got absolutely just blasted on Twitter too. Hated from every single end. People saying, "You just don't get it. You're a nerd. You're a fed, aren't you?" In all fairness, I think he is a fed. Okay, guys? No fun fed bitch. But it led to me asking the question, is this content ruining a generation of our youth in general? And is it problematic? This wasn't the end of what I saw on Twitter in regard to this, though. Jake Lucky, a tweeter guy who has this thing called Guard or something, Guard Hunter. They just post clips of people messing up, and then they get hundreds of thousands of impressions. So I don't hate Jake Lucky by any means, but I do think what he does is pretty hilarious. And he's always getting flamed in the comments as well. It's insane, dude. It's such an interesting thing. We'll be looking at this in 3 different little areas. Number 1, ishowspeed, who probably has the most content on the internet in terms of things that could be seen as negatively influencing kids, because his audience is made up of mostly kids. I mean, he plays that Ben, Talking Ben. He has a tattoo of Talking Ben on his arm, I think.
Yo, Ben, do you like my tattoo? Do you like it?
Who is he? Why'd he rise to fame so quickly? Why is he so mad all the time? Why is he always saying the N-word? There's something on my microphone. Why is he so toxic, sexist, and racist? Is he actually all these things? Well, there's a lot of people who seem to think that he is. Do I think so? I genuinely don't think any of the people that are in this video are bad people inherently, all right? They all do negative things, okay? But so does everyone else. ishowspeed, 10 million subs now on YouTube. Insane. Never wearing a shirt, always a little naked boy. He has the loudest and most bizarre form of entertainment I've ever seen in my life. Is it good? Yes, I like it. I'm thoroughly entertained by it. He's got screaming, yelling, ranting, blatant racism, and a sprinkle of misogyny thrown in. A bit over a year ago, a bunch of his clips blew up on TikTok, and since then, it's been a meteoric rise to 10 million subscribers, almost, or now, I'm not really sure. I don't care that much, and quite honestly, I don't do any research. And his mass audience of just children troll the ever-living dog poop out of him, okay?
Alert, this man is a registered sex offender. Alert. Do not approach him within 5 feet. Alert, alert, alert. Do not
Every
approach.
single clip that you see basically has some kind of up text-to-speech donation.
I have a bomb on my chest. Bomb on chest. Watch out.
You gonna pay for it? Yeah, I'll pay for it. Oh my fucking god.
Feeding in to some sort of toxic thing that results in him lashing out, which it's funny. I mean, like, it's not funny to say those things, obviously, but in the context of an ishowspeed stream, it seems normal. It feels funny and normal, like that's like part of the bit. Which, if they were saying that shit to me, I'd fucking cry. I'd poop and cry. I'd poop and cry. It seems like his content has resulted in a bit of a toxic culture. Okay, a bit of a toxic work environment. Sort of like Blizzard, but worse, in all honesty. But is it good or is it bad? I don't know. It's just a kid making funny videos on the internet. It's supposed to be like that, I feel like, right? So, Speed's humble shart, has led to him being seen as one of the most, according to Twitter, problematic YouTubers on the platform. I genuinely do not think that he's problematic, okay?
Oh, that's Indian man. He's black. Let's go. I've been waiting to kill a black guy. Let's go.
I think he's a young man, and he makes mistakes, okay? But we'll get into that. We'll get into more of his problematic behavior here in a moment. The winning formula to Speed's main blow-up was his rage compilations, in which he would, you guessed it, just get really angry and start raging, which we've already showed a few minutes of, but it really is something. I mean, especially if you don't know who he is, if you're like one of my viewers and you don't really dabble in that side of YouTube, this is incredible stuff.
You don't know who the f I talk to.
This is a whole underbelly, a big rabbit hole. All right, I'm talking a gaping pussy of a rabbit hole, just right down into the center of your fingers. It's incredible that it even exists. He amassed thousands of views, and the free advertisement of his TikToks just being reposted and blown up on that platform resulted in him getting to where he is now, being a very relevant young creator who has been able to collaborate with many people. And by the way, he's been able to leak many famous people's phone numbers, too. That's something that is a reoccurring thing. KSI, sorry about that. He also, at one point, gained 100,000 subscribers in one day, dude. One fucking day. He hit 2 million subscribers from 300,000 in 3 weeks. That is a lot of fame, a lot of responsibility, not a lot of time to mature. I think that probably is one of the main reasons why people love him so much, why they love his quote-unquote toxic behavior and rage.
My God, I'm about to kill my.
He's hyperactive. He's got ADHD. He's off his meds. He says that all the time in his videos. He's got over-the-top reactions. He loves playing horror games. I like watching his horror games. They're pretty funny. There's a lot of kind of strange, like, minor bait stuff that goes on in his videos, which is really weird, like with 13-year-old. I mean, there's some caught in 4K shit.
Oh, so you like minors too?
But it's nothing that couldn't be explained away with some good context and nuance. I'm not trying to cancel anyone in this video. The point is that Speed found a route through the internet using the algorithms to find an audience that is like-minded, all right? A little bit toxic, a little bit crazy, and they think things like some sprinkles of racism and sprinkles of misogyny are funny. YouTube, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, it's not out of the ballpark yet. And in group chats, private group chats, it's still a thing. It's just not like the streamer circles. You're not allowed to do that in the streamer circle. And you're not allowed to do it near me. All right? I'll report your ass. I'm a fucking Discord admin, bitch. All this toxic behavior and this toxic audience has resulted in quite a bit of negative press over the last couple months, guys. I mean, look at a few of these clips that made this kid famous. It's crazy.
You shut the off and just do your job, you bitch ass doctor. Sit your dumb ass 5'3" bitch black New York ass down.
He even had a jump scare that turned him gay.
You wanna fuck on me?
We've all been there. A lot of interesting stuff happens. A lot of, hey, what the f did he just say? What did he just do? Moments. And aside from just those few little specific cherry-picked instances, there's a lot of other stuff, which is blatant toxicity, racism, whatever, misogyny. Okay, we've all made mistakes, right? And it's kind of begun a debate as to whether or not he's playing a character, which I definitely believe he's playing a character in his streams. He seems like a very funny guy who's just blowing up his natural personality in a way that is more entertaining to the masses, and it works great. Like I said, there's been quite a few moments in which he's been canceled recently. These type of things happen to a young man like Speed, and these type of things result in a young man like Speed getting annihilated by people like Jake Lucky and Twitter. Like this hilarious moment in which he becomes racist and sexist while playing Valorant.
Is a female talking to me? Am I no, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Oh, wait, time out. Is a female talking to me right now? Is a female talking to me? Get off the game and do your husband dishes, bitch. Shut up.
In this moment in which he becomes sexist once again.
I can't stand shitty females like you that think they good at games. Take your ass to goddamn Sims Club or some shit.
And when he was in this Discord dating show with Aiden Ross, where he yelled at Ash Cash, "Who gonna stop me?"
Say if we're the last two people on Earth and we had to reproduce to make the world continue, would you reproduce with me?
No, because that means our kids will have to intertwine and then their kids. No.
Who gonna stop me?
I will.
Who's gonna stop me?
That's not good to say. You can't say that. And there's one recent in which Speed decided to live stream himself getting a in Minecraft. That's right, guys. Minecraft's mod. He showed himself getting a in Minecraft. Why would you do that, dude? He then got caught in 4K and retweeted by my buddy Jake Lucky and got a strike on that video because you can't just show yourself getting blown. It might be funny, but it's just simply not allowed. And you probably shouldn't just be showing that to little children either, to be honest. But I think that's the least important part of all. The point proposed by the original tweet is that this type of content, this type of entertainment, this type of behavior is leading to the next generation being fools, toxic fools. Personally, I think people can be exposed to as much blatant racism, sexism, anti-Semitism, negative behavior as they want, as long as they have solid parents and a functioning. Chances are high they're going to say something in a scenario in which they shouldn't and then face consequences and realize that you can't just do that kind of stuff to the extent that their heroes might, all right? Here's a kid who recently got caught doing something.
Yo, I'm so cold right now. I hope her titties warm me up. How do I join? Shorty. Why are they deleting my shit? Yo, hey, she looking at me like a hoe. Don't give a fuck. You got no bros. Look at you, bitch. You are a little slut.
Very disrespectful, and honestly, it's against terms of service on almost every single social media platform. That's what I'm saying, though. If you act like this, there will be consequences. It's a self-healing problem, in my opinion. If you're a parent, don't let your kids watch stuff that's going to make them toxic little shitheads. You can't let the internet raise your kids for you, all right? I mean, look at Minecraft stands.
Yes! Yes!
Okay, so that's Speed. Now, Aiden is next. I know very little about Aiden. I recently discovered him. Well, not recent. I've seen him for years, all right? He played with Drake and all that stuff, and I mean, I don't really care at all.
Need some water?
Oh, I need dick.
Oh, man. That's wild.
But he's had a lot of drama and stuff happen on his channel, and that's kind of, he's a clout goblin, truly. He's a master marketer, truly a master marketer. He's got that sus humor, which I do enjoy.
Spice it up a little bit. Yo, bro, please.
And he's young as hell, too. I don't understand how these fucking kids are blowing up so fast. Props to him. It's, you know, nothing but respect. But there's also a lot of problematic behavior being exhibited here. Aiden Ross. Started with 2K. All these fellers start with this kind of program, seems like. What the hell's in the water when they're with the 2K audience? They're crazy as hell! I need to start playing 2K, guys. I need to bump my numbers up a little bit. This boy blew up, started playing with everybody. He played with LeBron James kid. That was his first big viral clip.
Wait, is that LeBron?
Maybe.
Can I say hi?
You want to say hi?
Yeah.
What's good, bro?
It's LeBron?
He said, is this LeBron?
Yo.
LeBron James has a kid? What the? Since when? This guy is literally a master of drama. It's impressive, truly. When I first found out about him and kind of during the middle of his meteoric rise was his Discord dating shows. All right. Very, very, very entertaining.
I don't mean to, just come out of anywhere and just say this, but you have some very big boobs.
I love that moment. Very big boobs. I love boobs. This Discord dating thing is kind of what got him truly started and what connected him with a bunch of big names in the scene. FaZe Bank, T Grizzly, and Anthony Davis. I don't know who the f those people are, but he made videos with them. GTA roleplay, all right? RP shit. Cringe as it gets.
You got a boyfriend?
So it's a long story.
You name it, Aiden is an absolute big chungus when it comes to that. There's just so much drama and so much controversy for surrounding Aiden Ross. It's all very entertaining. I'd recommend going down that rabbit hole. He just would interview rappers and then they would have no prior knowledge of who Aiden was. He hung out with Blueface, got bullied by him.
Don't hurt me, please.
Get it out of the kiss, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your shoes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Oh, shit!
Aiden's kind of known for being a manipulator a little bit, like not really in a negative way necessarily, but he's a master of manipulating people into giving him the content that he needs to go viral, basically. He's a genius, all right? And he's a young dude, handsome, funny, master of manipulation. In my opinion, that's not that horrible of a thing. He's just trying to make content. It's funny, it's entertaining. I don't think people would ever apply those things into their real life personal relationships, and if so, they're just going to be some, shithead clout-chasing TikToker that no one will ever respect. They all have the same haircut. You can spot them from a mile away. Yet again, it's a self-healing problem. But the biggest thing, in my opinion, that he's done that could be bad, and something that could lead to the ruining of a next generation, is crypto scams and gambling, all right? He just gambles all the time on stream. I think that's bad, personally. And so does my friend Mudahar. All right, he's made a lot of videos on that. I'll let you guys go over to his channel if you want to watch some more in-depth stuff into how just cancerous and toxic gambling is on Twitch. It's terrible, genuinely. Aiden plays the gambling game still now. I mean, like, I saw a stream of his a couple weeks ago. I watched for like 20 minutes, and he was fucking gambling hundreds of thousands of dollars. Insane. And then last year, he had the MILF token scam. Whoops. The old classic pump and dump. Hey, SEC! He admitted to it.
I'm gonna buy some MILF.
You can't do that. You can't over your audience. I mean, I forgive you personally. Hopefully you won't ever do it again, but that is cancelable. And I think he was canceled over it. But with Speed, it was misogyny, sexism, toxic, raging, shit like that, lighting fireworks in your house. With Aiden, it's like gambling and sort of manipulative behavior, clout chasing dynamics, things like that. And crypto scams. And finally, we have Mr. Tate. Now, why does everybody hate Andrew Tate? There's a lot of reasons why. There's a lot of reasons why people hate him, and I think those reasons are the exact same reasons why people love him, okay?
Bang, bang, the boogie to the boogie, say up, jump the boogie to the bang, bang, boogie, let's rock.
Andrew, Sigma grind set, course-selling marketing genius. They've been around before. Usually they just get beaten into submission by commentary YouTubers and then no one takes them seriously aside from some niche fringe groups on Instagram or platforms like that where the IQ of the average user is sub-room temperature. Seems like, at least. I'm not really sure. By the way, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you. Tate has had quite a few moments. All right. Few from my video. What do you think about Femboys?
It's a culture I'm unfamiliar with. I think that a lot of people do a lot of crazy things for attention on the internet.
And Andrew's not all bad, all right? Did you know he rescues dogs in Romania?
I have a charity, which I own, which takes care of street dogs in Romania. So I rescue dogs.
That's really lovely.
He said that in that interview with that lady. I mean, he expected that to kill, all right? He expected her to just get on her knees and start crawling over to him. I feel like, at least. The last few weeks have been made a lot more entertaining by watching streamers annihilate Andrew Tate live on Twitch.
You and your woman are asleep in bed upstairs. You hear someone break into the house downstairs. Who goes downstairs?
Nobody.
One thing as well that always gets brought up whenever you mention Andrew Tate is, isn't he a sex trafficker? Or didn't he beat his wife? And he has an explanation to those two events on his channel, ironically enough, which is called The Emergency Meeting, which is pretty sus. Yes. And the explanations seem plausible. In fact, Turkey Tom has a pretty good video in which he goes pretty in-depth into the scandals of Andrew Tate, which is, it's a good video, you should watch it. Sort of elaborates what seems like fact in all these scenarios. I, in my brain, would like to believe that if he was truly a trafficker, I believe the world is good and justice inevitably will be done, that he would be in jail forever, okay? Regardless of how much money he has or how corrupt Romania is. And same with beating his wife. I just hope that there's no victims, right? I hope that it's just hearsay, because I'm always a supporter of victims no matter what. I hope that he hasn't literally gotten away with a crime or multiple crimes and has actually just gotten away from slander, right? Not saying it is slander. I'm not saying it's true or false, whatever. I don't know. I'm not Andrew Tate. I'm not one of his victims, and I should probably stop speaking. Moving on, that's just one of the things people always bring up every single time. I asked him it, and he answered. He told me about his emergency meeting podcast. Yes. The thing that is the most appealing to people, I believe, with Mr. Tate is that men, especially, is that he is an alpha male, right? He gets shit done. He doesn't make excuses. He's healthy. He's physically fit. He's physically active. He's very manly, very masculine. I don't think there's a problem with being manly and masculine. A lot of my idols are very manly and masculine characters. None of them are misogynists, I don't think, at least. This is like as old as time itself. And that is what Mr. Tate says as sort of like a linear explanation for his logic, is like, it's been this way forever. Women are, you know, they're treated subhuman to men.
Fight? It's my job, right? I have to risk my life to protect her. So when someone doesn't break in the house and I ask her for breakfast, I expect it to be made.
And a lot of the things that he says are obviously just being said to get people to react and be angry, and then that exposes them to people who maybe are better at seeing nuance. Not saying that seeing nuance makes what he's saying not bad, but I see both sides here. Am I a fucking asshole for seeing both sides? I feel like I should feel like I'm an asshole, but I really don't. I don't see Andrew Tate as being that problematic, really. You have to be Andrew Tate to act like Andrew Tate. In my opinion, it's self-healing. What do you guys think? Is it bad? Probably. Is it gonna make the world a worse place? I seriously don't think so. I really don't think so. I feel like I can see both sides very clearly, and it's not making me a worse person. If anything, it makes me more understanding and empathetic to people on both sides of the aisle and have more respect for just human beings in general. By God, these people are entertaining, though. You have to, if you hate all of them, you have to admit that they are all three very, 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 very entertaining, okay? And wrong. They're wrong a lot. But so am I, just for different reasons, though.